Recording. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again. This is Mike, and I'm going to be reacting to Divine Comedy. Chris B is the requester here, and I'm going to be listening to A Lady of a Certain Age. All right, man, I know one Divine Comedy song already, and I liked it. I don't think there's been one song that I haven't liked. I mean, maybe there's been a song or two that I wouldn't necessarily put on my playlist, but not so much that I disliked it. That's not the case at all. Okay, so I've got it keyed up here. Let me go ahead and put this where y'all can see what I'm looking at. And without further delay, we're just going to get right into this one. The Divine Comedy. Now remember, y'all, I have to pause it. My MO is normally only to pause it once. So, did I say deposit? My MO is to pause it only one time. Somewhere in the middle. All right, let's get going.
Back in the day you had been part of the smart set. You'd holidayed with kings, dined out with starlets. From London to New York, Cap Ferrat to Capri. In perfume by Chanel and clothes by Givenchy. You sipped Camparis with David and Peter at Noel's parties by Lake Geneva, scaling the dizzy heights of high society, armed only with a checkbook and a family tree. You chased the sun around the Côte d'Azur until the light of youth became obscure and left you on your own and in the shade, an English lady of a certain age. And if a nice young man would buy you a drink, you'd say with a conspiratorial wink, you wouldn't think that I was 70. And he'd say, no, you couldn't be. You had to marry someone very, very rich, so that you might be kept in the style to which you had all of your life been accustomed to, but that the socialists had taxed away from you. You gave him children, a girl and a boy, to keep your sanity. A nanny was employed, and when the time came, they were sent away. Well, that was simply what you did in those days. You chased the sun around the Côte d'Azur until the light of youth became obscure and left you on your own and in the shade, an English lady of a certain age.
It's kind of like that Eagle song, Lion Eyes. or even Harry Chapin's song "Taxi." That these ladies start off, they're beautiful, they got youth behind them, um, and they end up pairing up with a rich guy, which is going to be significantly older unless he inherited the money. Because if you didn't inherit any money, it's going to take you a while to accumulate wealth. Um, so there's going to be a disparity in the age there, because when a man has wealth and he's never been married, let's say, um, he's not wanting a woman of his age. He's wanting a woman younger. He wants children, um, and a young woman is willing to go with the older man because of the stability and security that he offers. And I think just about every one of these songs deals with the woman, finally. Now I've only listened to half this song, but eventually the looks fade, and if you're not happy to begin with, um, you might not have anything to fall back on, right? Uh, yeah, I've taught my daughters. I made sure they got an education. I made sure they got good grades when they were in school. I didn't want them to have to depend on another person, another man. I wanted them to be with a man because they wanted to be with a man, not because of what that man had to offer and that they couldn't get obtain on their own. Uh, so I was pretty strict on that, and they'll tell you to this day, man, it was like living in a concentration camp, because every night, you know, they weren't allowed to get anything. In America, we have the grade system. A is the highest, F is failing. So you got A, B, C, D, and then F. I don't know what the hell happened to E. Just like a school to leave out an alphabet. But anyway, for my girls, they had to have A's and B's. I wouldn't accept. They didn't have to have all A's, but I wouldn't accept anything lower than a B. I wanted them. I'm not always going to be here, so I wanted them to be able to survive on their own. And they did. And I'm super, super proud of both of them. One's married and one's not married. The one that's not married is making it on her own. She'll get married if she wants to get married. She's already been married once or twice, I think, maybe twice. But she didn't have to stay in her marriages because she couldn't survive on her own. She had those skills that she got as a youngster. So, yeah, I don't know why I got on that. Sometimes I tell more about my personal life than I probably should, but I will tell you I'm proud of both my daughters for who they've become, and they're not dependent on any man, except maybe dad. All right, let's get back into it. Divine Comedy. I like Divine Comedy. I like his style, and I like the story that he's doing right here. I don't know if this is fiction or not, but let's get back to it.
And if a nice young man would buy you a drink, you'd say with a conspiratorial wink, you wouldn't think that I was 63, and he'd say, no, you couldn't be. Your son's in stocks and bonds and lives back in Surrey, flies down once in a while and leaves in a hurry. Your daughter never finished her finishing school, married a strange young man of whom you don't approve. Your husband's hollow heart gave out one Christmas Day. He left the villa to his mistress in Marseille, and now you come here to escape your little flat, hoping someone will fill your glass and let you chat chase the sun around the Côte d'Azur until the light of youth became obscured and left you all alone and in the shade, an English lady of a certain age. And if a nice young man would buy you a drink, you'd say with a conspiratorial wink, you wouldn't think that I was 53, and he'd say no, you couldn't be.
Yeah, Divine Comedy. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. So I guess maybe I was off on a tangent just a little bit once I listened to the second half of this. Is it's maybe it's about a song about a lady who married, had a family. Apparently her husband had a hollow heart, so there probably wasn't much love there, and he passed away of a heart attack. Son's living somewhere else. Every once in a while he flies down, but he can't wait to get the hell out of there. Who knows why? And she's just, her youth is gone, man. She was 63, and I think when she admitted to some young man that she was 63, the very next verse he says she decided to say she was 53. So apparently that 63 went over like a lead balloon. Man, it's sad what age will do to you. I'm 64. Man, I know where if I just wouldn't be back on the market if something was to happen to my wife. My wife is 12 years younger than I am. She was 30 when we got married, and man, I felt uncomfortable in public then. I don't now, but I did then, thinking that people would look at us and think, some old man. I was only 42, but which now as a kid, because I'm 64 now, but we're still going strong and everything. But statistics show that the man is always the first to go, and I hope that's true. I don't deal with loss that well, but she's going to be fairly young. I mean, if I live to be an average age, let's say I live to be 82, right? That's only 18 years from now. If I live to be 82, she'll only be 70. So, yeah, these kind of songs make you think. All right, y'all. Thanks for showing up. I wouldn't fault you 1 minute for fast forwarding through all this. I'll try to tighten it up on my next reaction. All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and be done with this. Until I see you again, I'll catch y'all down the road, and I'm gonna go right into the outro, and we're gonna get out of here, y'all. So yeah, thanks for stopping by.